We're going to get started lying on our back. This flow is a wonderful way to get you started in case you haven't been practicing your yoga in a while. So let's get started on our backs. You can lie with your feet long. Palms can rest down by the sides. You might want to close your eyes here. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out. Take some time to settle into your space. Notice the temperature of the room. And the way the clothes feel on your body. Notice all the points of the body that are touching your mat. The back of the head, the shoulder blades, the elbows, back of the palms, maybe your sacrum or your bum, your heels. And next time you take a breath in, let's pull the right knee in toward the belly. Wrap your hands around, give that knee a nice squeeze. We can let the left palm rest on the left hip, and using the right hand, let's guide the right knee in nice small circles, any direction that you choose. Maybe you can imagine that you're drawing the full moon on the ceiling with your knee. And next time you reach center, let's take a pause, and we'll do our circles in the other direction. Maybe the circles start to get a little bit bigger. Good. Next time you reach center, let's pause. And we can bring the right arm off to the side like a T or cactus shape and use the left hand to guide the right knee across the body. For a twist. This time, let's just keep the right shoulder on the mat and let the left knee hang. So the knee doesn't come all the way down to the mat. Just an easy twist. Hopefully you'll feel this most in the upper torso, so where the shoulder blades are. Let's take one more breath in. Let it go. Inhale, we'll bring the knee back to center. Let's straighten that right leg up to the sky. Take a breath in, and then when you exhale, that foot comes all the way back down to the mat, nice and slow. Okay. Take a breath, take a pause. Notice if the right side feels any different from the left. And then we'll pull the left knee in towards the belly and give it a nice little hug. The right hand comes to the right hip, and use the left hand to start to guide the knee in circles. Next time you reach center, we'll pause and do our circles in the other direction. Maybe they get a little bit bigger. And next time you reach center, again, we'll pause. We'll guide the left arm off to the side in a T or a cactus shape. Guide the left knee across the body. Remember to keep the shoulder on the mat. Let the knee hang. And breathe into the upper torso. Inhale, come back to center. Reach that left foot up to the sky. Flex the foot, take a breath in. Exhale, slowly lower that foot all the way back down to the mat. Breath in. Slow breath out. And inhale, both knees come in towards the belly. Give them a nice little squeeze. It might feel good to rock side to side on the low spine. Good, and then we'll take our hands to the back of the thighs and start to rock forward and back on the mat. Massaging the center of the spine. And then when you've gained a little bit of momentum, you can rock all the way up to a seat. Good, hands will come out in front. We come to hands and knees. And then we tuck the toes under, lift the knees up, and come to a downward facing dog. And we'll make ourselves comfortable. Let's bend the right knee, send the left heel down towards the mat, breathe into the back of that left leg. And then we'll bend the left knee, send the right heel down to the mat. Good. Straighten both legs, small micro bend in the knees, and we'll roll the neck out. Let the head hang heavy side to side. Good, we send both heels down towards the mat. Little micro bend in the knee. Let's lift the hips up and back. Feel a nice long spine. We'll do 3 breaths. Take an inhale. And when you exhale, steady the gaze at one point behind you. Good, breathe in. And a slow, steady breath out. Last one, inhale. And a slow breath out. Good. Breathe in, reach the right leg up to the sky. Good, let's bend the knee in towards the right elbow, and we'll step the foot outside of the right hand this time. The left foot is going to follow outside of the left hand, and then we'll drop the bum. We come to a squat. Good. Let's walk the fingertips forward this time for this one. We're going to press into the feet. The hips are engaged. Walk the hands all the way forward. Tent those fingertips. And then tuck the chin, let the spine round, let the head hang heavy. We'll breathe in to the back body. Next breath in, let's walk the fingertips back inward. Palms come together at heart center. We'll press into the feet and start to rise all the way up to standing. When we exhale, the arms float down by the sides. Very good. This is our flow this morning. Let's breathe in, reach the arms up. As we exhale, the palms will come down to heart center. We bend the knees and come all the way back down to our squat. If you can't come all the way down, stay up nice up here. Good. Take a breath in, lift the heart, lift the head. Exhale, plant the palms down. We'll step back to our plank. Good. Breathe in, reach the heels back, crown of the head reaches forward. And as you exhale, the knees will come down to the mat and we send the hips back to the heels, like a child's pose. Good. Next, inhale. We're going to slide the body forward and come onto the belly. We'll untuck the toes, press into the palms, and lift the heart forward and up to a baby cobra. We're wrapping the elbows in. We're pressing the toes into the mat. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Take it back to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. And a slow breath out. 2 more. Breathe in. Soft face as you exhale. Good. Inhale with nice long arms. Exhale, navel moves towards the spine. Inhale, we'll reach the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee towards the left elbow and step the foot outside of the hand. The right foot follows. We drop the bum. Palms come together at heart center. Take a breath in, press into the feet, and rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, the arms float down by the sides. Good. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Bend the knees, come all the way down. Good. Take a breath in, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back to your plank. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the knees, send the hips back to the heels. Inhale, roll the body forward. Untuck the toes, lift up to your baby cobra. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, long arms. Exhale, navel to spine. 2 more. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee towards the right elbow, step the foot outside of the hand. Left foot follows. We'll drop the bum. Palms come together at heart center. Take a breath in, press into the feet, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms float down by the sides. Last one. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down to your squat. Breathe in, lift the heart. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank. Good. Reach the crown forward, heels reach back. Exhale, lower the knees and the hips back to the heels. Inhale, roll the body forward. Coming in to your plank, we'll press into the palms, lift the heart up. Exhale, press it back to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, steady your gaze. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, soften your face. Last one. Breathe in. And a steady breath out. Inhale, the right leg lifts to the sky. Bend the knee towards the right elbow. We'll step the foot outside of the hand. The left foot follows. We drop the bum. Palms come together at heart center. Take a breath in, press into the feet. Rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms float down by the sides. Very good. Heel toe the feet so that they're back to hips width distance or a little bit wider. Toes face forward, palms face forward. Let's take a breath in, reach the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them back down the spine. Maybe close down the eyes or gaze at one point in front of you. And just notice how you feel. Good. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Bring palms to the hips. We'll do some standing asana. So let's take a big step back with the left foot. Good. And we'll lunge into that right knee and then spin on the back heel. So spin it open, point the toes towards the side of the mat, lunge into that right knee. We're in warrior two. Good. And then the right hand is going to come to the outside of the right thigh. We're going to press that thigh into the hand, and the hand is going to press into the thigh, creating some resistance. Let's bring the left hand to the outer left rib cage, and then we'll pull that rib cage back towards the back of the mat. We're creating this twist in our torso, and when we have that, we'll keep that feeling in the body, and then arms will reach out to either side. And gaze comes over the front fingertips. And we breathe in. And slow breath out. Good. We'll soften the shoulders. Our gaze is steady. One more inhale. Last breath out. And keeping the arms as they are, let's straighten that right knee. Good. We'll take one step forward with the back foot, so heel toe that foot in. Let's send the hips back, reach the right arm forward, and then down as the left arm reaches up towards the sky. We're in triangle pose. That right hand can rest on the shin, or maybe it comes to a block. Maybe it just hangs. And then the work is pulling that left shoulder back, back, back. Same time we pull the right shoulder back so we have a nice wide collarbone. We're expanding. One more breath in. And as we exhale, let's bring the left hand down to frame out the right foot. We're going to spin on the back heel so that we come to the ball of the foot and then lunge into that right knee. We're in your runner's lunge. Lift the head, lift the heart, and breathe in. And a steady breath out. One more inhale. And a slow breath out. Let's bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Start to spin on the back heel so that the heel comes down to the mat. The toes point up towards the sky. And the right toes will point towards the corner of the mat. We're in a skandasana. You can keep your hands on the mat. You might be up high like this. You might be low. Maybe you can bring your palms together at heart center and we'll breathe. You should be feeling this most in the back of the left leg and the groin of the right leg and the hip. And we breathe. One more inhale. And slow breath out. Good. We can bring the palms back to the mat if they're not already there. We are going to plant the left foot, start to straighten the right knee, walk the hands to the center of the mat. We're going to spin the toes so that either they're parallel or the toes will point in, the heels will point out. So let's take a breath in here, lift the head, lift the heart, and then exhale. We'll fold forward for a wide leg forward fold. And start to walk the hands so that they're in line with the toes. The fingertips are in line with the toes. And then our elbows are bent. maybe like chaturanga arms, or that is the aim here. And then we lift the bum. We have a micro bend in the knee. And we can play around with our balance. So maybe you lean forward a little bit in towards the toes. And then you lean back a little bit in towards the heels. And then find that midpoint. Where does it feel right for you? Where does it feel right for your body? And we let the head and the neck relax. One more breath in. Steady breath out. Good. Breathing in. We'll walk the hands so that they're underneath the shoulders. And then we'll start to walk the hands forward to the front of the mat. Spin on the toes. Hands will come to either side of the right foot. We lunge back into that right knee. Runner's lunge. Good. Let's take a breath in. And exhale. We'll plant the palms down and send the right foot back so that we land in a plank. Crown of the head reaches forward, heels reach back. One breath in. Exhale, lower the knees down, send the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, roll the body forward, coming into your baby cobra. Press the feet into the mat, lift the head, lift the heart. We'll go a little bit further here, so let's squeeze the toes together, squeeze the thighs, and then lift the legs up as well. And then the work is pulling the palms back towards the hips and seeing if you can lift the chest a little bit higher as you soften the face and steady the breath. One more inhale. And exhale, lower the feet. Forehead can come down. We'll press it back through hands and knees to our downward facing dog. Good, nice work. 3 breaths, inhale. And a slow breath out. 2 more, breathe in. And inhaling, lift the heels a lot. Bend the knees, look forward in between your hands, and 1 foot at a time. Let's do the right foot first. You're on your tippy toes, and then the left foot, the bum is reaching up towards the sky. We'll walk all the way to the front of the mat. You'll feel the weight shift into your palms, and then once you get to the front, your heels will drop, and you'll fold forward. Good. Take a breath in, lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, we'll pull the palms together at heart center and down by the sides. Good. Palms come to your hips. Take a breath in and a big step back with the right foot. Good. We spin on the back heel, adjust your feet, come to a warrior 2, lunging into that left knee. You might need to widen your stance a bit, as do I. The left palm will come to the outside of the left thigh. Press into that thigh with the hand. We'll press the thigh into the hand. And then we use the right hand to spin the right rib cage back towards the back of the mat. And then keeping that, we reach the arms out to either side, and gaze comes over the front fingertips as we breathe. One more breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, let's straighten that left knee. Take 1 step forward with the back foot, heel toe that foot in, hips reach back, left arm reaches forward and then down, right arm reaches up to the sky, triangle pose. I'm just going to spin so that I'm facing you. Let's take one more breath in. And exhale, bring that right hand down to frame out the foot. We'll lunge into that left knee and spin on the back toes so that we're on the ball of the foot. Take a breath in, lift the head, lift the heart. Runner's lunge. Good, one more inhale. And then we bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot, spin on the back toes. So you come to the heel, coming into our Skandasana. Again, you can be up high. Hands can remain on the mat, or maybe they come to your heart center as you breathe. One more inhale. A steady breath out. As hands will come down to the mat. We'll straighten the left knee. Start to walk the hands towards the center of the mat. Toes will point in, heels will point out. This time, let's reach the arms behind us. Clasp the hands together behind the back. We'll take a breath in, lift halfway, and then exhale, fold forward, and a little micro bend in the knee. Good, so to work into your shoulders more, press the palms of the hands together, bend the elbows, and then start to pull the palms away from the bum towards the head, and breathe. One more inhale. And as you exhale, we'll undo our bind, bring the hands down to the mat, lift halfway to your flat back, and start to walk the hands forward so that they frame out the left foot. We spin on our toes, lunge into that left knee, take a breath in, lift the head, lift the heart, and as you exhale, we'll step that left foot back into our plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower the knees, send the hips back towards the heels, child's pose. Inhale, roll the body forward, coming into your baby cobra. Good. Let's take it further. Squeeze the thighs, lift the legs up off of the mat, and then lift the palms up off of the mat and bring them around like airplane arms, and we'll spin the palms so that they spin in towards the midline. We're in a full Shalabhasana. Take a breath in, see if you can lift a little bit higher, and a steady breath out. Good. One more inhale. And as you exhale, feet remain as they are. We just bring the palms back to the mat next to our chest, elbows wrap in, and then we lower the feet down. Good. And then we'll press into the palms and see if we can lift the heart even higher, maybe come to a full cobra. Breathe in, slow breath out. One more inhale. And then exhale, lower the forehead down and press it back to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. And a slow breath out. Good. Inhale with nice long arms. Exhale, navel to spine. Last one. Breathe in. And a slow breath out. Good. Lift the heels a lot. Bend the knees, look forward in between the hands. And very slowly, again, we'll do left foot first. Right foot follows on your tippy toes all the way to the front of the mat. Nice and slow. And then the heels will come down and you'll fold forward. Good. Take a breath in, lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, pull the palms together at heart center and down by the sides. Good. Palms face forward. You can close down the eyes or gaze at one point in front of you and notice. And when you're ready, you can blink eyes open. You can bring your hands to your hips or to heart center. We'll do a little bit of a balance. So let's start to lean all of the weight into the right foot as we guide the right knee in towards the belly. Let's flex the left foot. Good. So if you're working on balance, you're staying here. You're picking one point in front of you to gaze at, and you're pressing into that right foot and lifting up and out of the hip. Crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Next, we're going to bring our right hand to the outside of the left thigh, the left knee, and then reach the left arm up to the sky. Good. So you can stay here. Or if you're ready, you can start to reach that left arm behind you, point it towards the back of the mat. And then if you're ready, maybe the gaze starts to shift so that out of the corner of your left eye, you can see that left thumb. One more breath in. Slow breath out. We'll come out nice and slow, so reach the left arm up to the sky. The gaze will start to shift back towards center. And then exhale, we can come on down. Nice work, shake it out. And we'll take a breath in. Exhale, side out. Hands can come to the hips or palms together at heart center. Lean all of the weight into the left foot and start to pull the right knee in towards the belly. You can flex the right foot. Find a point in front of you to gaze at. Press into the left foot, reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. Outer left palm comes to the outside of the right knee. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Good, stay here. Or start to point that right hand behind you. Gaze may start to shift so that you're gazing at the right thumb out of the corner of the eyes. One more inhale. Slow breath out. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Gaze shifts back to center. And exhale, bring it back down. Nice work. Shake it out. And then we'll take a breath in, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward, lead with the heart. Inhale, lift halfway to a flat back. Exhale, plant the palms down, step the feet back to a plank. Good. Crown of the head reaches forward, heels reach back. Exhale, let's lower the knees. And then we're going to draw the knees nice and wide this time. Bring the toes together and come to a child's pose. In our child's pose, let's walk the palms so that they come together like prayer. And then we'll bend the elbows so that the thumb meets the back of the neck or the back of the head. If you feel like you have a little bit more space, you can walk the elbows forward, and then maybe that allows your armpits or your heart to melt down closer towards the mat. And one more breath in here. And as you exhale, the palms will come back to the mat. We'll bring them back towards the face, press into the palms, and lift on up to a seat. And let's bring the hips to one side, swing the legs around. Good, so let's bring the palms so that they're behind us. You can lean back a little bit and bring the sole of the left foot to the mat. We're going to bend the right knee and place the ankle on top of the left thigh. Let's flex the right foot. And you can stay here, or you can start to walk the hands in and walk the foot in towards your hip. Make sure you're flexing that right foot. It might feel nice to rock side to side. I'm taking this figure 4 shape to get into the outer right hip. Might feel good in the glute. And then we're going to start to walk the left foot forward so it comes down onto the mat. Let's bring the right hand or the right foot to the outside of that left leg. And bring the knee up towards the sky. So we're flexing the left foot in. Bring the left hand behind you. Excuse me. We'll bring the right hand behind us. We'll reach the left arm forward, reach the crown of the head up towards the sky, and then we can hug the right knee and start to spin open towards the right. Good. And every time you breathe in, you'll reach the crown of the head up to the sky, make space in the spine, and then when you exhale, nice little tiny micro movement, spinning open towards the right even more. Next breath in, we'll spin back to center. And then straighten that right leg. Hands come behind us. We'll bend the right knee and place the left ankle on top of that thigh. Make sure you're flexing the left foot so you can start to walk the hands in, walk the right foot in, come to the space that feels right for you. And let's you open the left hip, the left glute. We'll start to straighten the right leg down. So the left foot comes to the mat outside of the right leg. The knee points up. We're flexing the right foot. Okay. The left palm stays back behind you. We'll reach the right arm forward. Crown of the head reaches up. And then we spin open towards the left. Again, tiny micro movements. Crown of the head reaches up. And exhale, we spin. One breath in will bring us back to center. And then we'll straighten that left leg long. Good. Let's bend both knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat. And then we're going to hug around the thighs, maybe grabbing opposite elbows back behind you. Maybe you just grab hands. Good. So we're bending the knees as much as we need to so that the chest lands on top of the thighs. And if you feel like you have more room, You can start to walk the feet forward, but the aim is to keep the chest on the thighs. So wherever it starts to peel away, that's where you stop. And then you can let the head hang heavy, coming in towards the knees and coming in towards yourself. And as you breathe in, you'll start to lift the head, peel away from the thighs. Come on up to a seat. And then we can bend at the knees. Arms reach out in front, and we'll roll all the way down onto the mat. Good. Let's walk the feet in so that they're coming closer towards the bum. We'll set up for a bridge. Palms come to the mat, arms come to the mat, and we'll press into the feet and then press into the arms and lift the hips up towards the sky. So we're only going to do one, so you can stay here as you are, or it might feel nice to make a little shelf with your shoulders, clasp the hands together behind the back, and lift the heart a little higher. Good. And then the work is pressing into the insides of the feet so that our knees aren't splaying off to the sides. Our legs are engaged, and we breathe. We don't move the head. The gaze is at one point in front of us on the ceiling. Take a breath in, see if you can lift the heart and the hips a little higher. And one more inhale. And exhale, slowly, slowly, we bring our spine back down towards the mat. Once we get there, let's heel toe the feet as wide as the mat, knock the knees in together. We'll bring the right hand to the heart, the left hand to the belly. And just notice the gentle rise and fall of the belly as you breathe in and breathe out. When you're ready, the legs can come long. The palms will rest down by the sides, facing up. The eyes will close down. And you'll bring your attention to the space above your heart. And in that space, you imagine that there is a bright, shining light, glowing a greenish yellow. And that light has the qualities of the heart: kindness and compassion, warmth and love. And as you watch that flame, it starts to grow bigger, it starts to expand. And as you watch it, as it starts to touch all parts of your body, all the way from the crown of the head to the tip of the toes, emitting warmth and kindness and love. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana as long as you need. But if you're ready, you start to deepen your breath. Wake the body up, wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe reach the arms up overhead, point the toes, arch the back, stretch. Make your way to one side. And pressing into the palm and guiding your body up into a seat. Let's bring palms together at heart center and bow the chin. Let's release all of our exhale. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And let it go. Let's ask that this practice be a benefit to all beings. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks so much for sharing your practice with me. If you liked it, please share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe.